Little something different for you on this video. I wanted to discuss what I think are the top 3 and the worst 3 Bay Area freeways. First off, like full shout outs to Caltrans. I don't think enough people appreciate the work that they do, keeping us all safe. I mean, we pound these roads on a daily basis, on a nightly basis. And not only do they have to fix things, but they also have to stay ahead of the curve. So full marks to them. They do a great job. They are not entirely responsible for what I'm about to say here. And actually, let me begin with the top 3 Bay Area freeways. At number 3, maybe you weren't expecting 84. It's an interesting route between Sunol all the way to Palo Alto, including the Dumbarton Bridge. And I just feel like to cut through all that terrain, obviously the bridge is involved. The Dumbarton, not one of the worst bridges that we have in terms of expecting traffic. So I think 84 does a difficult job. I've always found it as a great shortcut or an easier route of travel. So 84 for me is top 3 best. Number 2, I have to go with 980. Now, not a lot of people may even know where this is, but it's kind of the shortcut, a small shortcut between downtown Oakland and the Bay Bridge. I've always found that getting on the Bay Bridge from the East Bay is quickest when you use 980. If you're coming from the 24, 580, 80 corridor, if you just go through downtown Oakland, take 980 to the bridge, you're gonna have an easier time getting on. So smaller section of road, but very important. 980 for me is number 2. Number 1, best Bay Area freeway, it's gotta be 280. Now, I understand leaving and approaching San Francisco and leaving and approaching San Jose are the sticking points of 280. It's not always great around there, but in all the portions in between, it is such a valuable piece of road. The only gripe I really have with 280 is the speed limit 95 on 280? And is everybody on their phones not paying attention? It sure feels like that. But 280, a main artery, it takes a lot of pressure off of 101. It runs right parallel with it. I think 280 is such a time saver, and if you're gonna make the trip regularly, like I used to do from San Francisco to San Jose, 280 might be just a stitch longer, but man, it is gonna save you time almost every time. All right, so now it's time for the worst 3 freeways, and how fitting I am on number 3 right now. 580 is terrible, and I should say, not all of 580. 580 through most of the East Bay is okay. Through Oakland, Castro Valley, San Leandro, not bad, but 580 from like Tracy to Dublin Pleasanton, oh man. The worst parts are this, like the Altamont Pass, wind, big trucks, small cars, a lot of differences in speed rates, potholes sometimes, you have terrain to deal with, hills, braking. It's just a rough commute. I'm thankful I don't have to do that one. Yeah, but 580, just because of that portion to me, is number 3 on the list. Number 2 on the list, and this is a rough one to go with, but 101. I know it's so valuable. I know it is the main artery, you'd say probably in the Bay Area, but 101, it just always stop and go. I mean, it's not just the San Francisco part or the San Jose part. Any part, legitimately, you could run into bad traffic unexpectedly, no rhyme or reason. It's wide enough, it's got all the right exits, and I understand it connects to a lot of different things, but 101, historically bad. And again, it does serve a valuable purpose. It has a tough job, but 101, still the second worst. Which brings me to the absolute worst. Before I say it, any guesses? I'll give you a second. 880. The Nimitz. It just feels like sometimes it goes from 5 lanes to 3, and it's always stop and go, and it's never an easy drive, and it's never gotten any better. You do see some improvements on a lot of these different freeways over time. They'll do a project, they'll fix things, they'll make it better, then they'll make something else better, but it just seems like 880 has been bad since I could remember even starting to drive. I don't even recall ever a time where I took 880 and said, man, that was easier than I thought. All right, so those are my lists, but this is no fun without your feedback. Let me know if you agree with what I said, if you have a different opinion, if there's something I missed. Comment section down below would be perfect for that. I'm really interested to see the conversation that builds here, because I know a lot of you go through a lot of different commutes and will have differing or similar opinions. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Also, thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And check out all the other great stuff on the channel.